I did. I didn't know. I didn't know.
That's good.
I think we supposed to. We supposed to.
You'll start. I heard you're starting, and then you're booking again, and then me, and then Chris, and then you, and then
This
well, actually,
started
we'll
when?
do. Started. Yeah, it started in. Yeah. Contract for this.
How far is yeah?
Right on time.
Well, good morning. It's indeed. Good morning. It's indeed an honor and a pleasure to be here today at the historic Kanis Park basketball courts. If you're from Little Rock, you know just how much this park means to our city. It's Little Rock's very own Rucker Park. If you know anything about basketball, you know what Rucker Park means in New York City, and the type of community involvement, engagement, and collaboration that happened on the courts, but also was personified in the various neighborhoods. And that's exactly what we see here today of this great park and its basketball courts. We know that around 2020 and between 2019 and 2021, this particular basketball courts had to be taken down due to the expansion of I-630 West. But we made a promise to the residents of Little Rock that this iconic, historic basketball courts will be brought back bigger and better than ever. I'm happy to report a promise made and a promise kept. This doesn't happen without the team that's assembled here today from Parks and Recreation, led by Leland Couch, but also the design and the intentional design through Chris East and Cromwell Architects that they put into the architectural design of not only the courts, but as well as the enhancements to the park to make certain that this truly had the community involved and engaged in the process of its revitalization. And if you know Chris East and Cromwell, they have a great skill set of involving the community in their designs to make certain the community is reflected in the end result of the designs. We also share our appreciation to the Arkansas Department of Transportation because they've been very good representatives and partners in this process. There was a lot of discussion to go about and how we bring it back up to code, but also back to what the residents would like, and they were able to work with us. And so we're very grateful for the leadership of the Arkansas Department of Transportation, led by Secretary Lori Tudor. Today I'm joined by Ward 6 Director Andrea Lewis. This resides in her ward. We're very grateful for her. Let's give her a round of applause. We also have at-large City Director Antoine Phillips, who was a great proponent for this. And as we presented the close to $1.5 million before the City Board of Directors, he helped make certain that that got approved by the board. And that $1.5 million was a combination of targeted community development funds, which he also was a defining vote once he got elected the first term, to make certain that areas of wards of 1, 2, 6, and 7 that needs extra attention, that have historically been unserved and underserved on this period in time, that got the extra dollars that it needed. And so we're grateful to forward and shepherd that process, but we're grateful for the board members here today and those who aren't able to be here for allowing that to come to fruition for that $1.5 million. And so we share our appreciation to them. Again, promise made, promise kept. Not only are we revitalizing these historic courts, that many, whether it's Joe Johnson, Derek Fisher, Bobby Portis, the list goes on, Isaiah Joe, and the list goes on, the folks who played and gotten their started here. And we're excited about them and what's been able to happen to come out of Little Rock as a result of this park. But also so many other things. If you play pickleball, this has become the top pickleball court here in the city. We're excited about those enhancements as well. Leland Couch will give us the opportunity to kind of talk through this, but for some very brief remarks, since we have two city directors here, particular star with Ward 6 Director Andrea Lewis, to just share what this means to Ward 6, but also I see Vicki Hatter here today, who's a member of the school board, and we have a great relationship and partnership with Little Rock School Board. Ward 6 City Director Andrea Lewis.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I am going to be very brief, but I just want to share the same sentiments, and I am very thankful to have this opportunity brought back to Ward 6. This is such a tremendous effort that we can have our young people a safe and secure space where they can have fun and have a good game of basketball and enjoy and just get together and be positive, and it takes away from the negative events that sometimes come along in our community. So I just appreciate the city and everyone who's taken a huge role in getting this job done, because again, we want to be able to continue to promote and bring successful and positive opportunities for our young people, for our families. We want everyone to participate and come out to Kanis Park and see all the improvements that Director Couch is going to talk about here shortly. Thank you.
Growing up in Little Rock, you can't be a Little Rock resident having stepped foot on the court, whether it's to spectate or to actually play. I got a chance to do a little both, but I can tell you I'm more of a football player than I was a basketball player. But we have a city director here that I often don't credit him that he played college basketball, but also played basketball at McClellan High School. And I know he often traversed from Southwest Little Rock to right down here at Kanis Park to play basketball. And so that's at-large City Director Antoine Phillips.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Good morning, everyone. As the mayor said, we're excited to have this ribbon cutting and unveiling of Kanis Park. Before we even did the unveiling or the ribbon cutting, we saw people out here playing basketball, but long before today. That shows that our community were hungry and excited about this opportunity, and we're happy to give it to them. Anyone knows anything about me, they know that I believe in better. And my whole political career is about bringing better neighborhoods, better recreational options, and better economic opportunities for our community. And this park does two of those things. It improves the neighborhood around us to have a safe place for people to come and hang out, play pickleball and play basketball, but it is recreational. And as the mayor said, as someone who grew up playing basketball, my first love, this was a big part of my life, a big part of me being who I am today. So I'm happy to be a part of this today, so someone else can grow up playing at Kanis Park and have the great memories that I have. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that we're doing this, and I'm grateful to the city staff and all those who are involved to make it happen. So thank y'all for being here today. Thank you.
Okay, good morning. So excited to be here for Kanis Park. We have been working recently for the last 20 years on Kanis Park, and I just want to start with the bigger picture of Kanis Park and the partnerships and the federal funding and the state funding and all the grants that we've received for all these great projects. Starting with the skate park back in the back of the park, a great group of people that helped bring that together with grants and different projects there. Also our pickleball, great group of people that have raised funds for the lights there, and our staff that were able to develop our tennis into pickleball, and they're always out there playing. Also our new playground, new to us, we had a outdoor recreation state grant that provided funding for that. So all these are really important projects and partnerships, and we did the same thing here. We had a federal grant to help us build the road here, the new road to the park. So if you recall, we used to close the park with a gate when it rained. So today the gate would be closed because of the flooding. Thankfully now we have access to the park because of this federal grant from the emergency management. Thank you for that. And all the city funds for this great project behind us, which is this great 3 new courts for the basketball. We will be programming this in the future in 2025. Our recreation staff, outdoor recreation staff will be programming it. We're also open for tournaments, so you can come have a special event here in the future, so please contact us for that. I also would like to recognize our park commissioners that are here, Clinton Whiteside and Cannon Fletcher. Please raise your hand. Can't do it without them too. They're our advisory group, so thank you for that. And anyway, really excited, happy that this project is completed, and looking forward to seeing people play out here for many nights and days to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Leland. Again, as I shared earlier, the community design that was reflected from Chris East of Cromwell Architects. Mr. Chris East.
Mayor? Thank you, Mayor, and I appreciate everybody being out here, and especially appreciate the opportunity that the City of Little Rock has given us to just be a part of this project and to see this all the way through to fruition. I just want to mention that these improvements are not just adding a basketball court and making the park more accessible. It's really a demonstration in how important community is to the culture of our city. Kanis was one of the most well-used parks in Little Rock and the recreation system. When the original basketball courts were removed during the expansion of I-30, a void was left where there was once a vibrant hub of activity. And we are excited today to say that these courts that for so long energized this intersection have now been returned and welcomed to the City of Little Rock. Underneath the recently completed bridge, there are 3 full-size basketball courts with lighting, seating, fencing, and connections to the adjacent neighborhoods. It encourages a multitude of uses from walkers, runners, and bikers. It also will connect to this larger citywide trail system, which when complete will connect all the major parks in the city and truly create a city within a park. The second main component, as mentioned before, was to replace the low water bridge with a new bridge that safely separates vehicular and pedestrian traffic from the creek and creates a more reliable access to the park. It also slows stormwater, reduces surface runoff, and captures major pollutants to limit any ecological damage, as well as restore the natural character of the park. This project is a successful example of the working with the Arkansas Department of Transportation to adapt these unused spaces and create places for people to exercise, play, and commune. This is a great example of when people work together, we can create spaces that contribute to the vibrancy and culture of Little Rock. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chris. Again, this doesn't happen without the great collaboration and the partnership of the Arkansas Department of Transportation, but more importantly, because of the City of Little Rock Parks and Recreation staff. If the Parks and Recreation staff will please just raise their hand, let's all give them a round of applause. We're grateful for the contractors as well to get to this point alongside our architects. Again, a promise made, a promise kept. We're grateful for everyone, and have a great day. Thank you.
Brittany.